Infosys Foundation and a member of the public healthcare initiatives of the Gates Foundation, this next Hall of Fame awardee started her career as a computer scientist. Telco's first female engineer, she began to gradually move into a more socially active and inclusive role. She works in the areas of healthcare, education, women's empowerment, public hygiene, art and culture, and poverty alleviation at the grassroots level. She's also a prolific author, having been published many times over. Could I please have Raj Shri Birla honor our next awardee for her contribution to society?
The award goes to Srimati Sudha Murty.
Our special guest today is a role model for me. She's a well-known philanthropist and chairperson of Infosys Foundation. Let us meet Sudha Murty. Okay. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming on our show. So you have many roles. You're an educator, you're a philanthropist, you're a well-known writer, among so many things. Which role is closest to your heart and why?
I'm a person, this is my nature actually. Whatever is given to me, I always enjoy. Because in life, I have seen that what we want, we may get, may not get. In journey of life, there are many things which will happen as per our wish, many things happen not as per our wish. So whatever you get, the set of circumstance, you should do that very best. And that's what I have done. So every role is very, very near to my heart. But probably if I'm writing is great. If I'm doing social work, that is different. So I think I work very hard in whatever role I get. And that's something I enjoy my work. And I always tell that I don't require a holiday because every day is a holiday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I really love my work, whatever you give. So I can tell that all the work, whatever I do, they are very close to me.
Okay. So let me ask you something about philanthropy. You have so many people who approach you for help, for money, for financial aid. How do you decide who's the right person to give aid or give monies? Because the time is of the essence sometimes. Does they come up with stories, with health issues or for education? How do you decide that?
This question is asked me by many people many times.
Okay.
It is like philanthropy, the science plus the arts, I say. What is an instinct? It is the experience. Second thing, there are certain set of questions I know if I ask, I'll be able to know what that person is. Because human mind is very complex. Okay, there is nothing like if I ask these questions, this is the answer. It is not a computer because there are a lot of emotions, there are a lot of cover-ups, there are a lot of lies, there are a lot of storytelling, many things will be there. But by and large, when I talk to a person and I ask certain questions, I'll be able to know. But it took many years for me to understand that human beings are complex. And even though, when I was young, 20 years now, when people like to cheat, telling me, no, I really need, how they put their condition so strongly without even telling the real truth, I used to get upset. But over a period of time I learned why people would like to do that. Because there is an urgency, there is a need. You should not get upset about human emotions, but you should know your limitations. So that helps me a lot to make my decision. Like, somebody comes and sits in front of me, in 10, 12 minutes, I should know how much I should give, when I should give, when I should stop, all those things I will realize. For example, giving to an institution, I have a different set of rules. Giving to individuals, I have a different set of rules. And that I exercise with experience. And most of the time we are right, but sometimes they are also wrong. 1 or 2 or maybe 10 cases I may be wrong. In 20 years, 10, 12 cases I may be wrong because after all I am also human. But by and large, with experience I am able to judge a person.
But your instincts must be good too, because you do look for honesty inside.
Yeah, right? I always tell, okay, you want money, don't lie. Tell the real reason. And people think by lying or by manipulating, I will be able to give the help. That's really not true. There is a way to understand why human beings behave. And I want, without getting upset, I said, okay, this much I can do.
One of the most interesting stories that I read about you was when you said you decided to marry your husband. You said he was so honest and he said all the negative things about himself, right?
Actually, everyone used to tell me, my husband was unemployed when I got married to him. Other than being, in those days, relatively a better job. I said, why did you marry him? I said, the honesty is the best policy in life. Because if you are honest, you have only one answer. You don't have to remember.
There's only one truth.
One truth.
Yeah.
So I said, no, here is a man who is so honest, and I'm sure such honest person will be really a great companion.
Then what motivates you?
Poor people motivate me. When I see in general, poor people in my country, I always feel I have a duty towards them. Because I'm a daughter of a doctor, married to an unemployed person, without even thinking that we'll make a lot of money, we'll have a lot of this, nothing. When I believe in this, that when God made us rich, there was a cause. The cause was to help such people in life. And that motivates me in life, that I must work for them. Many people ask me, man, you can really relax now at this age, why do you? I said, no, when I relax when I do something for others. Because that motivates, keeps me always very steady, very creative, and working hard for them.
Now, talking of, you said unemployed.
Now it's unemployed.
So, your husband, Mr. Murthy, often talks about how he took your saving of $10,000, which was
10,000 rupees.
10,000 rupees, right.
Not even 50. That's maybe 800.
10,000 rupees, which was instrumental in founding of Infosys, of course. Now, whereas you were such a trailblazer, gold medalist and engineer, and you took a relatively little bit of a backseat to raise children and to support him. Do you think that if you lived your life again, would you do things differently?
Probably not. Of course, when I took a back seat, for many years it hurt me. Because I was also as competent as he was. And I felt, how can I leave this world, corporate world where I worked? But again, my instinct experience felt that it's very important to bring up children in a proper way. And if I had have continued probably as in the industry, I would have retired as a director of a company probably. But I have this vague faith that when God opens a window, closes a window for you, He opens the door. And today, as a chairperson of Infosys Foundation, we have touched the lives of many, many people. And that gave me so much pleasure, I really forgot. I said, no, what is the decision was so right. And to be very successful as one person is not that important. To touch many human lives is more important.
Now, you've touched so many human lives, and I have read your wonderful stories about how you've traveled in trains and helped people. Is there anybody in particular that you feel that you have touched their life and it has really left an indelible impression in your heart?
Many people, how will I say? Many people. So, many institutions, many people have done. Like there's a district in Karnataka by the name Raichur. For the last 18 years we are working there on Devdasi or the old tradition of Devdasi. Today they have converted more or less sex workers.
Yes.
Okay. And 3,000 of them, they live in that district, and we have rehabilitated, and not a single person who is practicing in that community practicing as a sex worker. But it took 18 long years. And I think, I don't know whether I've written about that, may not be published as that. I stand, when they call me for a function, I stand there on the dais, and I'm an extempore speaker, but that day I was not able to speak a single word. Only I had tears.
I want to talk to you about your books because I
Oh,
just
okay.
love your books.
Okay.
And I loved that somebody actually called your books the Panchtantra of modern times.
Is it? I'm not
Yes,
aware.
yes, see now.
Once I write and publish,
Yeah.
my publisher publish. After I don't even turn back and see
So,
what the sales are
Yeah.
or what people give a review. I will not even bother.
I thought that description was actually quite nice because they said it's a Panchtantra, modern Panchtantra in the sense.
I'm really honored.
Yeah.
If someone said that,
Yeah, it was
I'm honored.
it's a modern setting, but the values are very traditional. So now you have written so many books, translated in so many languages. Is there any particular favorite book of yours?
It's like you are asking a mother.
Who's your favorite child?
Every child is special. But however, House of Cards is a novel
Okay.
which I wrote 2004 first time and later I translated. I write my books in two languages, once in English and once in That is probably most difficult one I felt of all the novels. But very difficult to tell. And I have written technical books initially, then I wrote my travelogues, but most which are very dear to my heart are my experiences with Infosys Foundation. And some of my novels, like Mother I Never Knew, Gently Falls Bakula, Mahashweta, Dollar Bahu, all of them.
That was a TV serial, $2 Bahu, right?
Very
popular too.
Very popular. It's about 30 years back, I think, 32 years.
Talking about, we had said before your hobbies. I think you love to travel, right?
I like to travel more than that, I like to observe.
Okay.
I have been somewhere in, I think I was in UK with my daughter, London, and my son-in-law is an MP from London, North Yorkshire.
Oh, wow.
For the election,
Wow.
for the election, I was the
That's
seat is an MP, the young MP, and it's a village. So when I went there, my daughter said, "Oh, you get bored." I said, "No, just I sit in the city and I observe people."
Okay.
Observing people is a great novel according to me because there are so many human beings and each human being is a book according to me. I love to observe people, I love to travel, then I love to see, I love to read a lot, I read a lot, I love to see movies.
Yes, I read that you once saw 365 movies in 365
No,
days, and you would be a good film critic, right?
I know, I don't know much of if I would not have been in Infosys Foundation, I would have been probably.
Did you see a lot of movies as kids? Because Jayashree also told me she loves her favorite pastime is seeing
I
movies.
love movies. I'm very fond of music, Hindustani, also the lyrics. Like, I always like Suraj Hua Madhyam song because the lyrics are fantastic. चांद ढलने लगा, क्या कभी खुशी कभी गम, क्या है मेरा पहला पहला प्यार, और 1942 love story, एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा. So the wordings should match. Or Geruva recently, I like Geruva song in Dilwale. But
I
the
love
wordings
that
are
song.
great.
I love that. You have great taste in music. So if you could go back in life and had a chance to fix something or change something, is there anything that you would do?
Probably not, because different time what I have done, that experience has always added and helped me to be what I am today. For example, I did my engineering and I did not continue in that field, but that engineering accuracy or analytical mind helped me in my social work. So I always felt that more or less I would have done the same. Maybe sometimes, no. Maybe sometimes seeing less movie, I think, no, I don't think seeing a movie. No, I don't think. Maybe a little bit of, I would have learned better cooking. That's the one thing I've been
Better cooking?
I should have done cooking with same passion as other things I did. Yeah, that's the correct answer. I would have learned cooking with a great interest. Okay, that's it.
Okay, yes, I like that. So that brings me to the last part of the interview, which we call rapid response. So whatever comes to your mind when I tell you a word, you finish.
Don't worry, I said correct. Coffee with correct. Okay.
Okay. So love is. What is love to you?
Understanding.
Yes. Money is.
To help others and to yourself.
Fame is.
You should not bother about it at all. It comes, it goes.
Okay. secret of good friendship is?
Openness.
And secret for good marriages?
Understanding each other. Same. Each other. Patience to each other.
My best quality is your best
My
quality.
best quality is storytelling, I suppose.
Yes. And my weakness is
हिंदी में हम तो बहुत जल्दी पिघल जाते हैं हिंदी में. I become very soft immediately when somebody is in difficulty. Sometimes I should not do that, but जाने दो यार.
Okay.
जाने दो. That kind. It's really not good, but I do that.
Okay. What I would love to change about my husband, if I could.
I put more patience and hearing someone what they are talking. I think all women will tell about that.
Okay. And my favorite song is?
Many. The year 1950. If you want, I can give 10 songs in every decade.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you?
Starting with 50s.
Yeah,
60s,
10.
The year. Madhumati 1958. 1960. Tere bina sajan lage na jiya hamar. Okay. 1970s. अंधर गया दिन हो गई शाम जाने हो जाना है. 1980s. 80s. Many are there. Or maybe many are there, but let me tell you now.
Okay.
No, I can give you 20, 30 songs.
First.
Okay.
Now, on my last word on Chai with Manju is this show. What is your last word?
That's nice. Very entertaining. Soul searching.
Oh, thank you.
Your question actually, I searched, in meantime we took a break that
Okay.
what I should have done. I really searched myself.
Thank you.
Thank you, and it's very nice that in this country you come and connect to our country, our people, and unite Indians by your writing and by your interview. I wish you better all the best.
Thank you so much. You made my day.
Yeah.